Japan. An archipelago nation, Japan is geographically isolated, a chain of islands strung across the vast Pacific. This isolation has shaped its destiny, fostering a unique culture and a strong sense of national identity. From the snow-capped peak of Mount Fuji to the bustling urban sprawls of Tokyo, Japan is a land of contrasts. Ancient temples stand in the shadows of towering skyscrapers, a testament to the country's ability to blend tradition with modernity. Japan's story is one of resilience and reinvention. Throughout its long history, the nation has weathered countless storms, from natural disasters to political upheavals. Each challenge has left its mark, shaping Japan's character and forging a spirit of adaptability. The Japanese people have a deep respect for their past, their heritage a source of both pride and inspiration. This reverence for tradition is balanced by a forward-looking embrace of innovation, a drive to constantly evolve and improve. Join us as we journey through time, exploring the pivotal epochs that have shaped this fascinating nation, from its ancient origins to its modern marvels. Our journey begins in the mists of time, over 10,000 years ago, with the Jomon period. This era, named after the distinctive cord-marked pottery excavated from archaeological sites, marks the dawn of Japanese civilization. The Jomon people were hunter-gatherers, living in small settlements scattered across the archipelago. They were skilled potters, creating intricate vessels decorated with elaborate patterns. These vessels, along with tools and figurines unearthed by archaeologists, offer glimpses into their daily lives and beliefs. As the centuries passed, the Jomon people transitioned to a more settled way of life, cultivating rice and developing new technologies. They built larger villages, some with communal structures and burial mounds. Their pottery became more sophisticated, reflecting a growing artistic sensibility. The Jomon period laid the foundation for the complex societies that would follow, leaving an enduring legacy on Japanese culture. Around 300 BC, a new wave of immigrants, known as the Yayoi people, arrived from mainland Asia. They brought with them new technologies, including bronze and ironworking, as well as wet rice agriculture. The Heian period, spanning from 794 to 1185, witnessed a flourishing of Japanese court culture, centered in the elegant capital of Kyoto. This era is renowned for its exquisite literature, particularly the works of Lady Murasaki Shikibu, whose novel, The Tale of Genji, is considered a masterpiece of world literature. The Heian period also saw the development of a refined aesthetic, evident in the courtly arts, calligraphy, and poetry. However, beneath the surface of courtly elegance, power struggles simmered. By the late 12th century, Japan was plunged into a period of civil war, as rival samurai clans vied for supremacy. From this chaos emerged a new political order, the Shogunate. In 1192, Minamoto Yoritomo established the first shogunate in Kamakura, ushering in an era of warrior rule that would last for centuries. The shogunate system was based on a feudal hierarchy, with the shogun, a military dictator, holding ultimate power. The Ashikaga shogunate, which replaced the Kamakura regime, presided over a period of renewed cultural flowering from 1336 to 1573. The arts flourished, with the development of no theater, tea ceremony, and ink painting reaching new heights. However, this period also saw the weakening of central authority and the rise of powerful regional lords. Japan descended into a century of warfare, known as the Sengoku period or the Warring States period. From the chaos of the Sengoku period emerged three remarkable leaders who would shape Japan's destiny: Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu. Oda Nobunaga, a brilliant and ruthless strategist, began the process of unifying Japan, using firearms to devastating effect against his enemies. After Nobunaga's assassination, his loyal general, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, completed the unification, bringing an end to decades of warfare. In 1603, Tokugawa Ieyasu established the Tokugawa shogunate in Edo, present-day Tokyo, ushering in a period of unprecedented peace and stability that would last for over 2.5 centuries. The Tokugawa shogunate, determined to maintain stability and consolidate its power, implemented a series of policies designed to isolate Japan from the outside world. Foreign trade was strictly controlled, Christianity was banned, and Japanese citizens were forbidden from traveling abroad. Despite its isolation, Japan was not immune to the forces of change sweeping the globe. The arrival of Commodore Matthew Perry and his black ships in 1853 shattered Japan's seclusion, forcing the country to confront the reality of Western imperialism. Perry's mission, backed by the threat of military force, compelled Japan to open its ports to American trade, ending centuries of isolation. In 1868, the Tokugawa Shogunate was overthrown and Emperor Meiji was restored to power. The Meiji Restoration marked a watershed moment in Japanese history, ushering in an era of rapid modernization. Rising from the ashes, Japan's post-war economic miracle truly began with the Meiji Restoration, which unleashed a wave of reforms that touched every aspect of Japanese society. The government implemented a new education system based on Western models, sent students abroad to study science and technology, and encouraged the development of industry. Japan rapidly industrialized, building railroads, factories, and shipyards. The military was modernized along Western lines, and Japan adopted a constitution based on the Prussian model. Despite the rapid modernization, Japan faced its challenges, including internal resistance to change and external pressure from Western powers eager to exploit its resources. Nevertheless, Japan emerged as a major power on the world stage, defeating China in the First Sino-Japanese War and Russia in the Russo-Japanese War. These victories stunned the Western world and established Japan as a force to be reckoned with. In the early 20th century, Japan continued its expansionist policies, driven by a desire for resources and a belief in its own destiny as a leading power in Asia. Japan joined the Allied powers in World War I, seizing German possessions in China and the Pacific. The aftermath of World War II left Japan in ruins, its economy shattered, and its cities devastated. However, the Japanese people, with characteristic resilience, embarked on a remarkable journey of recovery and reconstruction. Under the Allied occupation led by the United States, Japan underwent a process of demilitarization and democratization. A new constitution was adopted, renouncing war and guaranteeing basic human rights. With American assistance, Japan rebuilt its economy, focusing on industries such as electronics, automobiles, and manufacturing. By the 1960s, Japan had achieved an economic miracle, transforming itself into one of the world's leading economic powerhouses. Despite its rapid modernization, Japan has managed to preserve its unique cultural heritage. As Japan entered the 21st century, it faced a new set of challenges. The country's economic bubble, which had burst in the early 1990s, led to a prolonged period of stagnation known as the Lost Decades. Japan's population began to age rapidly, leading to concerns about a shrinking workforce and a growing social welfare burden. Globalization and increased competition from emerging economies also posed challenges to Japan's economic dominance. Despite these challenges, Japan remains a global leader in a number of fields. The country is at the forefront of technological innovation, particularly in areas such as robotics, artificial intelligence, and high-speed rail. Japanese companies continue to be major players in the global economy, and Japan remains a major investor in developing countries. Japan's cultural influence has also grown in recent decades, with Japanese cuisine, fashion, and animation becoming popular around the world. Japan's story is a testament to the indomitable spirit of its people. From its ancient origins to its modern marvels, Japan has consistently demonstrated an ability to adapt, innovate, and overcome adversity. The country's unique blend of tradition and modernity, its deep respect for its past, and its unwavering commitment to the future have made it a global leader and an inspiration to the world. Japan's cultural symbols reflect its rich history and its enduring values. Shinto, Japan's indigenous religion, emphasizes harmony with nature and reverence for ancestors, values that continue to resonate deeply within Japanese society. Japan's journey has been marked by both triumphs and tragedies. Through it all, the Japanese people have demonstrated remarkable resilience, rebuilding their nation time and again with unwavering determination. Japan's story is a reminder that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit can triumph, and that the future is limited only by our imagination.